what's your confession?
So about 10 years ago, my ex-boyfriend cheated on me, so I fucked his dad.
Oh my God, you fucked his dad.
I fucked his dad.
Wow. Okay, tell me more. I'm Laura Rasholi, and this is Sex Confessions. Every week, a guest tells us a secret from their sex life to help us become more sexually brave in an increasingly celibate world. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So you're wearing a mask
I'm wearing a mask
today because we're going to talk about something quite juicy that potentially people that you know don't know that you did.
Yeah.
Do you want to go by a pseudonym or?
No, all good.
Okay. All right. I'll just try not to say your name. Let's see how we go. So I know the story, but the listeners obviously don't. So let's maybe start with the relationship that you were in with your boyfriend and like what that relationship was like.
Yeah, so we did long distance for about a year, and then I finished uni, moved back to my small hometown. Probably didn't like him that much, actually, when I did move back.
Yeah.
It was a bit intense. And yeah, stayed together after that, and then found out he was cheating on me.
Okay.
Context.
How old were you? How long were you together?
So I was when we got together, was 19-ish, and then when I moved back home would have been 21, and then broke up at about 21, 22.
Okay, so you were quite young.
Quite young, yes. Fresh out of uni, out of a long-term relationship before that as well. So he was kind of like, I don't want to say the rebound, but he was the next step after a long-term relationship.
Yeah, like
that
bridging
then
the gap.
Turned into quite a long-term relationship.
What was your first impressions of him, or like what first attracted you to him?
So we'd met on Tinder back in the
wow.
day, like the original Tinder. I couldn't find weed, and he was told me he could find weed. So our first date, we went to the beach and smoked a joint.
Nice.
And then we just went from there. And then I moved back to uni. It was meant to be like a summer fling sort of thing while I was at home. And then we ended up staying together. So we would like watch shows at night on the laptop to each other. He came over to visit me in London a couple of times. I would go home quite a lot. Yeah.
I feel like smoking weed on the beach is like so British.
So British. So skins.
So skids.
So skins.
Okay, and then when you found out he was cheating, how did you find out?
So I found out through one of my friends. We were at a house party. My friend got really, really drunk and we were trying to kick him out, and he's lying on the floor and he's like, "You're just raging because your boyfriend slept with your friend." I was like, "What?" And found out that way. Then confronted my friend, and we were best friends we still are good friends, best friends for 10 years before that. So he told me, and we actually laughed about it for a while. And then it hit me, and then I fell out with him for a while. But yeah, and then confronted him. He denied it to high heavens, of course.
So your boyfriend cheated on you with your friend who was a guy?
Yes, my gay best friend.
So your gay best friend, wow.
My gay best friend.
It's like a movie. So did your gay best friend give you any like tidbits about your boyfriend? Was he like, he was really into me, or like anything kind of juicy, or did you just...
Nothing. We never actually really spoke about it like that. But he was a bit renowned in our friend group. He slept with another girl's boyfriend before that. So we had a big debrief, me and the other girl had a big debrief about that. And then that's when I ended up like stopping talking to gay best friend.
Yeah. Did your boyfriend show any signs of like, I might be gay? Was that a surprise for you?
I'll show you pictures of him after.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of, even my dad was like, "This man is not a straight man." But it was when, do you remember when all the boys were wearing like the really long t-shirts and all had the poofy like flicky hair, like the Harry Styles era? Yeah. And he was so vain. Like, it was a big part of the reason before that I was debating breaking up with him. Like,
was it like in the mirror with his hair?
Yeah,
like...
you couldn't walk past a shop window. He would just be like checking himself out constantly.
It also wasn't a good look.
No.
That hairstyle.
No. He did suit it, but he looked like proper peak One Direction boy band wannabe influencer before the influencer time.
Wow. He sounds kind of insufferable.
Yeah, absolutely. Apparently it still is.
Okay, and also, like, was your sex life kind of not passionate?
No, it never dipped. Like, it was pretty consistent the whole way because we were long distance as well. We weren't seeing each other that much. So every time we did see each other, we were having quite a lot of sex. It was really good. We were quite intimate together. But there was one thing that sticks out, and I always remember it. We had an argument one time, And he was like, I feel really uncomfortable that you keep going to gay best friend's house. I think something's happening there between you and him. Like
Oh,
me and him, yeah. So that's
interesting.
probably the one that I was like, it probably happened around that period.
Yeah. Okay, but he wasn't like fucking you from behind all the time or like.
Often, but
Okay.
not like it wasn't like every time to the point where I was like suspicious.
Right. Yeah. Like that's always something I think about because I've never had a boyfriend who has. I don't think, I'm just trying to like go through the Rolodex. I don't think I've ever had sex with someone consistently who's then been gay afterwards or come out afterwards. But I've always wondered that if I had, would they have had like gay sex with me? You know what I mean?
And like he never asked to be pegged or anything like that.
Right.
It was all pretty vanilla, like we were babies. So it was all yeah.
He wasn't like obsessed.
Nothing
I mean,
crazy.
He sounds kind of obsessed with boy bands, but like for maybe a different reason.
Obsessed with himself.
Maybe he wasn't like sure of it. You know, like when I think a lot of gay people say like they think that they're really into somebody of the same sexes and they want to like be them.
Yeah.
But then they actually just want to fuck them.
Maybe there was some underlying thing there. Like my town is pretty backwards. I think gay marriage is still pretty illegal there and like abortion's still illegal and stuff. So I think maybe he was just hiding from himself, trying to cover it up. But I do know he's still dealing women at home, but still acting pretty gay.
Okay. So it's still kind of like repressed for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you found out that he was cheating at a party. And let me get this story straight. So you were trying to kick out a drunk person from the party. And then the drunk person on the floor was like, you're just pissed because your boyfriend's cheating with your best friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we had to carry him out like Jesus on the cross.
It genuinely sounds like an episode of Skins.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so then you find this out and you're really mad and you talk to him and you talk to your friend and they both admit it and then you break up.
He didn't admit it initially.
Okay.
Gay best friend admitted it straight away off the bat, was like, ha ha ha, like joking about it. He denied it for probably 2 months, even though after we knew we had all the facts, everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
and then you broke up, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
And then what happened? Like, were you angry? Like, what was the vibe?
Furious.
Yeah.
Absolutely furious. So before he admitted it, we had broken up. The whole situation happened before he had even admitted it. I think I was very petty with a lot of pent-up anger at this stage of my life as well. So, and I used to always joke about this. It was kind of an ongoing joke in our friend group. If something happened, we'd be like, well, I'm going to fuck their dad. So I was like, well, I'm going to fuck his dad. And I fucked his dad.
That is such a funny, like, I've never heard that before.
Which is, I find crazy.
Is this like a cultural UK thing? Like, what's the deal?
I feel like, yeah.
Like, people are just like going around being like, I'm going to fuck your dad.
I think people are very revengeful and spiteful.
I feel like the diss in high school for me was always like directed at someone's mum. They used to just always be like, do you know what's hot? Your mum. Like, do you know what? Like, they'd always kind of like be making sexual jokes about mums, but not dads.
Okay, I feel like maybe we flipped it like in the UK as a whole because everyone would do the mum thing and then we were like, fuck it, dads. Go for dads.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so you're like, well, fuck you, I'm going to fuck your dad.
Yeah. And I think as well, because my town at home is tiny, everyone knows everyone knows everyone's business, so you just have that access as well.
Yeah.
Like you're in the pub and you'll see your friends' dads and their friends like out at the pub as well. It's very easy to integrate with the...
Right. You don't have to go like knock on his door and be like, hello,
No.
sir. Shall we have a coffee? Yeah.
Which is what I did, essentially.
Love. Wait, so when you said that, like when you like thought that to yourself, did you genuinely mean it or were you kind of a bit like, oh?
No, I was completely joking. And then my friends were like, fantastic idea. Let's plot a plan for this. So we plotted our plan.
Okay.
Had some wine.
Tell me the plan. Yeah.
So we had the plan, sitting drinking wine, and I was like, perfect, let's do it. And I got on really well with his mum and his dad. They weren't together, broken up, living separately, but it got on really well with them both. So I sent them both a text, just being like, oh, like, you'll be aware by now we've broken up. Just want to say, like, thank you for everything. Really appreciate everything you did. And me and his dad always had kind of like a bit of a flirty relationship. His dad was really cool. He was like that rockery cool type, which I loved when I was 21. So I remember the first Christmas we were together, I got him like a signed picture of Dave Grohl because he loved the Foo Fighters and they were one of my favorite bands as well. So I got him that, so he like loved me after that. So I was sitting there with my friends drinking wine. I texted him and then he replied being like, oh, like we loved having you, like it'll be really sad, like do stay in touch if you see me out, da-da-da. And I was like, oh, well, if you want to go for coffee, we'll go for coffee. So
this is a separate text, not in a group message.
No, oh my god, no.
I was just
none
checking.
of them were group messages.
Yeah. Okay, great.
So then he replied and then we went for coffee and then we're having coffee and then he suggested going for a wine. So we went for a wine. I was painfully unemployed at this time as well.
Was the coffee like vibey? Like
yeah. And like we were always vibey. So we were just like chatting. I don't think it was like anything too floaty. And then it kind of, I think we were there for like an hour or two. And then he was like, should we go get a wine? So we just went to this like local pub in my town that everyone goes to. Got a wine. It's like 2 p.m. One wine turned into like 7 wines. So we're pretty trashed. And then he booked a day hotel.
Oh my God. What is a day hotel?
You book it for like a couple of hours.
Oh.
Yeah, I think like sex workers use it a lot, or like people having affairs on their wives. I didn't know it was a thing until this moment. So he booked a hotel for a few hours. Kind of nice hotel, kind of seedy. And then, yeah, went back there, slept with his dad.
Wait, okay. Firstly, sorry. I'm like, I need a step-by-step. So you're at the pub.
We're at the pub.
You're getting like a bit rosy-cheeked,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, we're getting floaty in the pub, like a lot of touching and stuff in the pub towards the end. And then I think he had kind of said it like, oh, it would be really bad if this happened. I was like, or would it be really bad if this happened? So we're chatting, we're wrapping up. I think maybe it was close to... we were that drunk, we were going to get kicked out. Well, I was probably that drunk, we were going to get kicked out. So he was like, oh, should we move this somewhere else? And I was like, yeah, perfect. Like, let's go to your house. And he was like, no, we'll go to this hotel around the corner. Went to the hotel, and then pretty much as soon as we got through the door, on each other.
When you were in the pub and you were kind of like sensing that this was going to happen, were you feeling like nervous, excited? Like, what was the feeling?
I think I was anxious going into the coffee. I was like, oh, what's going to happen here? Like, am I going to look like a dickhead just trying to meet his dad for a coffee? Like, what if, and as well, I was like, what if he's brought his son for the coffee? Like, what if this is like, he's trying to get us back together or something? Was not the case. After the first drink, I was completely fine. And then I went more into like revengeful mode, do it for the plot. This is going to be a really funny story to tell.
Literally. So you get into the hotel and you're like immediately ripping each other's clothes off. Like, is it like sexy, steamy vibes?
Yeah, it was sexy, steamy vibe. But then he was also like, because this bit sticks with me so much. I was like, he's so clumsy. Like, even compared to like 21-year-olds I'd fucked, I was like, this man is like clumsy and messy. Even though we were drunk, I was like, this is just not
like what he's like pushing tables over, or like what's
no
happening?
Like couldn't unbutton my jeans, and like just like sloppy. Do you know when someone's just like trying to kiss your face and they're kissing you like here? Yeah. And I was like, this is kind of disgusting at that point. And I remember having a moment of realization, being like, oh, this is one of them mistakes you have made that everyone's gonna laugh at you for.
Yeah.
But still, do it for the plot. And then I remember he like went down on me, and he had like really, you know when they have like scruffy stubble and it hurts, and I was like, oh no, I'm just not having a good time, but I have to see this through. I can't just leave now. This is silly. And then I think he came within like less than 10 minutes and like typical man thing, just like rolled over, and I was like, I'm gonna go, farewell. Oh
my gosh. It's like over so quickly.
Yeah after all that build up. And yeah, I debriefed with my friends the next day, and I was just like, I expected better from a 45, 50-year-old man than sex you were having at uni.
Totally. But like, do you think that he was like nervous?
I don't think so. But maybe. Like, I don't think he was nervous. He seemed very self-assured, quite egotistical. Like, he was just a really funny, like, laid-back guy. But it didn't translate.
But that's so funny, because I feel like if he's actually confident, then he would be like not fumbling with the...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just feels... Look, to be honest with you, it's such a, like, letdown, and I'm so sorry that happened to you, because what a sad experience to, like, do something really, like, kind of taboo. Like, I mean, I guess in society, not only to, like, sleep with someone's dad, but, like, your ex-boyfriend's dad.
Yeah.
In, like, kind of a revengeful moment. I feel like it's so, like, naughty.
Yeah.
And it could have been so fun, but instead he was like...
But then I was like, was he also maybe regretting it in his head, being like, oh no, like if my son finds out about this, like my family's probably ruined.
Yeah, or maybe he was also feeling really good about it.
Yeah.
Like, having sex with your son's hot girlfriend might be like a flex.
Yeah. But I'm very much under the belief that some people just are not sexually compatible. Like, you could fuck someone, think they're the best sex in the world, and I could have sex with them and be like, that was tragic. But I just think for me, it's like a 21-year-old not overly sexually experienced. I was like, your son's a better fuck than you, and he's 20, 30 years younger than you.
That's not what you want to learn about your ex-boyfriend who's like just cheated on you.
Yeah,
like,
right?
With the head, I'm interested about like what you said with the stubble, because I feel like I've had this exact experience with older guys so many times where they're like down there in your like crotch region and wherever exactly they are is hard to sort of pinpoint sometimes. But I think it's a sign that they're not doing a good job, because if their whole face is there, you're kind of like, mm-mm.
And I remember like one bit that hurt me like physically and mentally. He kept just like rubbing his beard like on my inner thigh.
Why?
I don't know, because I remember being like, this is really weird. And
Like
I have had one
off...
person do this since, and it's strange, but some men like rub their face.
Are they like drying off their beard?
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. I was not wet enough for him to be doing that.
Yeah, totally. It's just like, maybe it's their own saliva. That's seems like
interesting.
The inner thigh is such a sensitive part of the skin. We don't want to be rubbing.
No.
Okay, so he wasn't a good fuck.
No.
Right. And then afterwards, I mean, did you still feel this level of like sort of satisfaction that you'd done something like bad?
Yeah, like it was hilarious. Like straight after, like in the group chat, messaging everyone, messaging all my friends. Like I told everyone from my friend group, not like everyone on the world. Like people I was good friends with told them. Everyone thought it was fucking hilarious. We did plan to write a book about it at one point. It was before podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of turned to, this is hilarious. And then we were like, oh my God, if he finds out, what is going to happen? Because I was like, he'll tell my parents. They'll disown me. My parents are not overly sex positive. So I was like, oh dear, there's actually a lot of repercussions that could potentially come from this. I've probably made a massive mistake. And then never saw the dad again.
I was going to say, did you ever run into him again? Because you're saying small town vibes.
Never. But I left pretty soon after that. Like, not because of this, but I'd lived in London before and then moved back to London. I'd like gone home for like a 4-month stint or something. But I haven't even seen him when I've been back visiting.
Wow.
He could be dead for all I know. Or
maybe he died of embarrassment.
Found out and fled the country, started a new life. I don't know.
What about the boyfriend? Did you see the boyfriend?
I've seen him a couple of times. It's been like looking at each other and then the fear of God. One of my friends actually ended up sleeping with him the last time I went home, like a year ago. And then they'd stopped sleeping together. But she was like, oh, he was in the pub and I mentioned you were coming home soon. And apparently she was like, he looked like he'd seen a ghost.
Oh my God.
So there is potential that he knows, but I think also it's just like fear.
Oh my gosh, you should not ask him, but maybe you should just like do a little bit of detective work and see if he knows. Because it'd be pretty wild if he knew and he didn't tell you.
And I think if he knew, like our small towns, the friends are quite intertwined in some ways. Like someone would have known. Like it would have got back to me if it had come out.
Definitely. Well, I'm curious also to know, like, so his dad was hot, right? His dad was like rocker vibes. I'm imagining, tell me if I've got the right image, like distressed jeans, band t-shirt, like he's got like a bit of a bit stubble, moppy hair. Like he used to be in a band and he's not grown out of the look.
Yeah, 100% him.
Okay. And so he's like a hot kind of older guy. And for me, I don't know why this is, probably daddy issues that I haven't properly interrogated. But I've always been into like older guys or hot, kind of rugged older guys, you know. Did this experience, this kind of negative experience with an older guy, like make you think differently about older guys, or like how did it impact you?
I think it definitely saw men as less intimidating after that. So before that, I was always like, I will never date someone younger than me. But I'd only ever dated someone like a year or two max older than me. And like older men always give you kind of like that authority aspect, like they're intimidating, they're scary, and I was like, oh no, everyone's the same, like everyone's pretending they know what they're doing in life when they have no fucking clue. So and then I probably did start going for older men a bit more after that, but I don't know if that's also moving out of a small town where there's more options, but they were definitely less intimidating. And I think even in a work sense, like professionally, it made me be like, these men are not scary. Like, and I worked in finance at that point, so I was like, these men are nothing. Yeah,
it's really funny when you see like an older man in his most vulnerable like state, and there is something really sobering about it. Like you look at them and you're like, oh, you're kind of afraid of me. I guess I can do whatever I want. What would you say? Because I feel like a lot of people listening to this, like, probably some people will be turned on by it. Some people will be, like, impressed. But I think there will also be some people who would be like, I would never fucking do that. That's so wrong. What's your, like, response to that? Because clearly you were just like, well, I want to do it.
Yeah, I feel like I just don't really think of repercussions. In some ways, I'm like, it is really wrong. But is it? He cheated on me first, so
Yeah.
with my best friend. So I just went a step further with the family aspect.
Yes. Maybe like if the dad was still married to the mum,
Yeah, I would think it would be bad then.
that'd be
Wouldn't have done it
intense.
then. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
But he was single, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because I think that, I mean, also I guess your age might play a part in some people's opinion because 21's pretty young.
Yeah.
I mean, I was having sex with older guys at 21 and sometimes I think about it and I'm like, like, I don't know if like an older guy maybe should have not have sex with me in that moment.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't know. Is it wrong? I don't know.
Like, I feel like it's wrong. What do you call that girl? Courtney Stodden, when she married a 58-year-old at 16.
Yeah.
Pretty wrong, but I feel like he was probably 45, 50. I was 21. He looked young for his age. So I was like, if it's someone hot, it's okay. It's like when people want to fuck their teacher.
Yeah.
That would definitely be wrong because you're still in school, you're still a child. But I feel like if you're both adults,
yeah,
it's...
Yeah, and it's not like he was really like luring you into it. Like you wanted to do it.
Yeah, and I feel like when I text for the coffee, he knew what I was doing. I knew what I was doing. So I'm
curious about like his memory of it. Like I wonder if he would like tell the story differently. I wonder if he'd be like, it was amazing. Like we really got each other and like, wow, like I'm such a hot fucking, I don't know. I just feel like older guys who are bad in bed always have this like false opinion of themselves. They're always like, I'm amazing in bed.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. And he definitely gave that, like, as I say, he was confident, cocky. Like I looked at him and was like, he's going to be a great fuck. And then I was like, oh.
When the sex was over, because I feel like you can tell a lot about like somebody when the moment is like done.
Yeah.
Was he like awkward with you?
Not really. It was just kind of like disinterested from that moment. Like he'd done it, it was done, get out kind of vibe. Like it kind of felt a bit like hookery almost. Like yeah.
Did it make you feel like dirty? Or were you happy to be out there?
I feel like if it was someone I wanted to sleep with, I would have been devastated. But I was like, he's obviously used me for something, I was using him for something. And straight after it was just kind of like, boof, done.
Maybe it's like the best case scenario.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like imagine if it was a full-blown affair after.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it would have made for a great like story or potentially like a drama series. But I don't know if it would have been like a fun experience for you.
No, absolutely not. Jeremy Kyle.
Terrible. Have you been in relationships with people that have cheated since?
Yes.
Does it have like do you think about it differently since that experience or how does it like affect you?
I don't think so. I think for a long time until recently. So my last relationship from just now was pretty bad. I was under the impression just every man's always going to cheat. And I was so anti-men for such a long time because I think probably everyone I've been with has cheated on me. So I was so anti-men for, I've probably been single now for 3 years almost.
Yeah.
And like I didn't go near a man for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Like now I think I'm a lot more open to it. That men are not all pieces of shit.
I'm curious about this. Like, how do you think about infidelity, like, in your experience? Like, does it feel like something that's do you take it on personally? Are you like, I'm the reason, or?
I think I was until a couple of months ago. I would have beat myself up about it pretty hard. Now I feel like it was a point where I was kind of self-destructing almost. I was choosing out these men who were like skater, artist, dingy, druggy types. That was just kind of like I always loved like a skater boy. Yeah. So that's like the type I went to. And they are usually the worst.
Yeah.
And then I think I put up with it a lot as well. Like with my ex, I found out and then was like, oh, we can work through this. And then it would just happen again and again. Then at a certain point, I was like, okay, it's actually you being the idiot here, not them. Yeah. Like you're allowing them to do it.
Yeah.
But I think as well, especially in this day and age, like it's so easy for men to be sneaky. Like you can have hidden Apple iPhone folders. They're saved as like a calculator. There's so many ways for them to do it. I don't think it's fair to beat yourself up at all.
No.
Like any woman who's like, oh, it's my fault. Like, no.
No.
Or man. Like.
I kind of enjoy feeling angry. Like I actually think that it's healthy. It's a helpful emotion.
Yeah.
Like to be like, I'm really fucking pissed off about this. What can I do to get back at this person? I don't know. I kind of like it.
Yeah. Like being petty is the best.
Yeah, I agree. Whole friendship circles are built off of pettiness.
Yeah.
Or like mutual hating someone is like the strongest bond.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's
totally.
true. Like, this girl I'm actually quite good friends with now. We became friends because my ex cheated on me with her. And then we found out, like, message each other.
Yeah.
We've such a strong friendship from it because we both directed our hate onto this man.
Totally. Some of my best friends and I have become friends because we both got fucked over by the same guy. It's such a thing.
It's so, and when you read about it, when it's like other people in like real life magazines and stuff, you're just like, it's such a good basis for a friendship, I feel, unless you're like gone full crazy.
Have you had sex with older men since this guy?
Yes.
Like of his age or like younger?
Not of his age, bit younger, like probably gone like 10 years older now, not 25.
What's your experience having sex with older men?
I think it's just such a mixed bag. You could never tell. Like, you could fuck a 26-year-old who's like the best sex you could ever have and a 50-year-old who's the worst, or vice versa. But I feel like it's just learning from them now. Like, everyone's different. Everyone's going to respond to something differently. I think it definitely taught me how important communication is.
Yeah.
Like, why having sex? Because I think probably before I fucked the ex's dad, I would have been like very silent in bed and just been like, oh, the men know what they're doing, like just kind of leave them to it. And after I fucked him, I probably was definitely more vocal, being like, do not rub your scabby beard over my thighs.
That's so
Please, it's uncomfortable.
That's a really good learning, I feel like, to have this kind of bad experience with an older person and be like, oh, I'm gonna need to like be more vocal about what I want.
Like, if someone that age doesn't get it, could you be in a marriage for 30 years and just let someone do that for 30 years? Absolutely not.
Maybe that's why his wife and he didn't last. I feel like there's so much like conversation at the moment about younger men versus older men in bed. Like, everyone's really obsessed with like younger guys in the bedroom at the moment, it seems. My experience is that people younger than me weren't good in bed, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Do you have like a take on that?
I would have until recently. I was like, yeah, younger ones are terrible in bed. And then I actually got tricked by a man.
Oh.
He told me he was older than he was.
Oh. Okay.
And then I found out he was like fucking 23.
That's very young.
Yeah, very young. Would not have gone there if I knew that.
How old did he say
he
he
was?
was?
Incredible in bed.
Oh.
Like, one of the best people I've ever slept with. And that really changed my opinion.
Wow. Like, what was good about it?
I don't know. He was just like really sure of himself, really good. I think I came like 5 times.
Whoa.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Like, from penetrative sex?
Nah, like everything. But he was just like so good at everything, like so switched on to like how my body was responding, how I was feeling, which again made me think he was older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I don't know. I agree with your thesis on like some people are just like compatible in bed though.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
I don't think it's that complicated. I think we like really overcomplicate sex.
Yeah.
Like, it's really important to talk about it and it's really important to be communicative in the bedroom for sure. But there's sort of like, oh, this person didn't do that thing, or I could have asked for that, or the lighting wasn't right, or I wasn't wearing comfortable clothes.
Yeah.
And there's like all this thought about it. But it's like, if you're having sex with someone that like your body likes, it's just good.
Yeah. And same way, like, you know, sometimes you meet someone, you just connect with them, and then sometimes you meet someone, you're just like, I do not like you for no reason. I feel like sexually it's just the exact same. Yeah.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And I also think some people, even beyond that, are just actually naturally good at sex.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's kind of a natural ability, the same way that like some people are really good dancers.
Yeah.
I think it is.
I've never actually thought about it like that, but that makes
I think
a lot
it's
of
true
sense.
because like I know like I've had sex with people before who like other people have had sex with too, and like we all have like a really good experience with them. No, like we're all like, oh, that person, like I don't want to date them, but they were amazing in the bedroom, and then someone else is like, yeah, I thought they were amazing too, and you're like, maybe they're just a really good lover.
Yeah.
I feel like that when sometimes I go to like salsa on a Sunday night and like some of the guys are like really awkward moving. Like they sort of, you can tell they're really trying and they've learned like how to do it and they're sort of doing what they've been taught, but it's like not quite landing.
Yeah.
And some of them are just moving and you're like, oh, like this feels good. You know? I think it's like the same in sex.
Yeah.
So this poor guy, this dad, he might just not be that good at sex.
Good dancer. Not as good dancer, not good at sex.
It makes me so annoyed though that he might never know that because he's a man and the world is like so kind to men. You said that like in the friendship group that you were in and like the town that you were in, it was kind of normal for people to talk about like fucking each other's dads.
Yeah.
But did anyone in your friendship group like have an issue with what you did?
No, everyone was very encouraging in my immediate friend group. If I had spoken to friends in school or something, absolutely they would have been against it. Family definitely would have been against it. Sister definitely would have been against it. But no, everyone encouraged.
Actually, that's an interesting point, just quickly on your family. Like, I'm just curious to know, like, how you're a person who, like, didn't question doing something like that, but your whole family would have been, like, really against it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do you think that is? Because people always think that the way they were brought up is the way they behave, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
No, but I sounds too bad to say, but I was, like, raised on the streets, like, with my friend group and stuff, and just no thought of consequences. Probably as well a bit of rebelling against my family because they were so conservative and anti drink, drugs, sex, everything. So, and I'm an Aquarius, so it's probably go do the opposite of what they want.
So, like, in school, were you, like, doing other things against them too? Like, you were, like, drinking, you were partying?
Absolutely.
Okay, okay, right. So you were just, like, a rebel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And do you regret it?
I don't regret it, but I don't not regret it. Like, if I was to go back in time, probably wouldn't do it again to that extent, or would do it better somehow. I don't know. Try and get a better revenge plot. But no, I don't think there's really much to regret because he wasn't horrible. He wasn't dick. My ex obviously potentially has never found out. I never had any repercussions. If everyone found out and I got exiled from my town, would have some regrets.
Yeah. Do you think that would happen though? Or do you think people would just get over it? I think people would just get over it.
I don't know. I don't think that my mum would get over it. No.
Yeah.
I'd be banished.
Why?
Cut out of the will.
Would they just be like, do you think, what's the problem though? Do you think the problem is that you fucked someone's dad or the fact that you fucked someone way older than you? Or like, what's the issue, do you think?
I feel like both.
Right.
Both. In my wider town, like parents aside, it would have been like the fucking the dad. It's like, because it's quite a religious place where I come from as well. So it's,
right.
Yeah. Very Catholic.
Honestly, I feel like it's like the perfect cocktail for like bad behavior.
Disaster.
Yeah. Because like you don't grow up in like a religious small town. You okay, one of two things happens. You become a religious small town person or you totally rebel against all of that and you go wild.
Yeah.
Like, there's no middle ground.
Yeah, that's literally the two in my town. It's like straight A students or you had the goths and emos that were drinking on the street every weekend, causing chaos.
Totally. Fuck. I feel like so many people that I speak to and so many people in like the sex industry and so many people who are like sexually liberated come from a place of like small town repression.
Yeah. Oh, like the most sexually active, sexually promiscuous women I know went to Catholic school raised by nuns. Every time.
Totally. And I mean like even nuns themselves sometimes I'm like,
yeah, I don't believe it. I don't buy it.
I reckon you guys are raging lesbians.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't think that you can be, like, how boring. You just lie down on, like, a hard single bed and, like, pray to a man.
No.
I don't reckon that's
Or I
happening.
reckon there's something between, like, nuns and priests a lot of the time.
Totally. Yes. Also, why is everyone wearing a dress if not for easy access? You know, there's no pants being worn in the parish.
That's very true.
No one's wearing a pant.
No one is wearing a pant.
If you were in front of your ex-boyfriend right now and he was like, I can't fucking believe that you fucked my dad, motherfucker, what would you say?
Honestly?
Yeah, honestly.
I'd be like, it was like 10 years ago, get over it. Probably now. Yeah. Or you fucked my best friend.
Yeah. We're even, buddy.
All is fair in love and war.
Totally. Does your best friend still live in the town?
Yeah.
Wow. Does he still fuck other people's boyfriends?
Yes.
Wow. Oh, man.
Living history.
He must have some good stories. If this opportunity arose again, like someone who cheated on you's parent was into you and you had a vibe, would you have sex with the parent again?
If there was a special circumstance, potentially. But I feel like inner healing, I feel like I'm not as revengeful or petty anymore. So I think, no, it wouldn't be up there.
Also, you've done it.
And I've done it.
I think the biggest thing about things like this is like you kind of want to know what it's like.
Yeah. Like done it, disappointed. Probably won't go back.
Like it sounds so horny. And in reality, it like wasn't really.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on. This has been so insightful. And I'm so glad to have met someone who's done something like this because I've always wanted to know what it was like.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Super real.